This video is sponsored by AG1. Click the link in the video description to learn more. Welcome back, everyone. It's a nice cold day here today. Not exactly the perfect day for running the saw, weather-wise. So here is the log pile, and today I'm going to cut up the oldest stuff I've had in the pile. I got this white oak log back here and this smaller chunk of it up here. This was part of the first load of logs ever brought here on the property after we moved. Didn't have any machinery or anything here to unload my trailer. So for the butt log, I guess, I parked the trailer, drove my truck, down there, chained the truck to the log and dragged the log off the trailer, and that's kind of where that one's been sitting since. So we'll get those out of here and over to the saw, and we'll see what we're dealing with, because it's been a few years since I've seen these logs. I don't have much to say about this log other than I have oriented this thing with this larger crack down here, sort of parallel to the bed. We got cracks kind of coming out in every direction, but this should isolate this larger crack in that center one, and maybe I can try to eliminate some of it based off the cuts as we get in there. But other than that, that's it. It's I don't know, 6 feet long or something, and pretty tapered. Let's go. Oh my God. That's loud. I don't like it. It's loud. Okay. Pretty clear. It's clearly white oak. Ah. That's cool. It's kind of a big piece of wood. I like it. Now, let's see what the heck's going on with this thing, because it's pretty clear and it looks like some pretty nice white oak. Got some cottonwood leaves on there. Yeah, it's just clear. Actually, it's a lot less cathedrals than you think for that first cut. Must just be how the tree grew, like with the taper that we got going on here. But we're 24 inches at the top, and the bottom there at the base is 33. So even slab 1 is still pretty significant in size. This one's also like not much in the cathedrals, just like a little bit, and then it goes like almost immediately to straight grain on either side, and it's just surprisingly clear. This is kind of a fun little, I don't know, defect thing right there, but otherwise, ain't much going on as far as traditional defects go, or like what we call the more visually interesting, air quote, defects. Very clear, very nice. Nice little tabletop. 29 to 33, and these again are 6 feet long, 10-quarter. Let's take a look at the next ones. Wow. Well, we got a knot. Fun. That's cool. Something interesting. Okay, this is getting bigger. Like, significantly bigger. That's a big piece of wood. Something fell off the skid steer. Before we take a look at these slabs, let's head inside and warm up for a bit. AG1 is a daily foundational nutrition supplement that supports whole body health. With 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food source ingredients, AG1 helps me to increase my intake of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. I've been drinking AG1 every day, and I feel more energized with a greater feeling of focus and alertness. And that translates into a more productive day for me. It's also nice to have the peace of mind knowing that I'm getting comprehensive nutrition to support my busy lifestyle. My biggest concern about trying it was how it would taste, but I was pleasantly surprised. I find it to be an extremely refreshing way to start my day with a subtle tropical and citrus taste. AG1 combines science-driven ingredients designed for easy absorption to deliver benefits every day. That way you get the most out of the nutrients that you consume. And their strict manufacturing and extensive testing procedures guarantees that AG1 is tested for over 950 contaminants and impurities. Every batch is NSF certified for sport, and the manufacturing facilities are TGA registered. Head to my link in the video description below to get a free 1-year supply of AG vitamin D3 plus K2 plus 5 AG1 travel packs with your first purchase of AG1. Thank you AG1 for sponsoring this video. Now let's go take a look at some wood. Alright, so this one's got something going on at least. We had some old limb there up the middle. But otherwise, again, still like some kind of fun cathedral thing in the middle and then like super straight grain out from that. Crazy. And this one is one slice away from the pith, so you're starting to see some more of those original limbs here that were growing as the tree started getting going. Got this kind of fun, I don't know what that is, like a swirly, almost bark inclusion looking thing. And we're starting to get into a quarter sawn orientation, so the ray fleck is starting to show. Just some nice subtle rays and otherwise pretty clear and straight. What am I supposed to do with this? Okay. Let's see, is this gonna actually make it through here? We got this cool indicator line now. So that looks good. I can cut it right there and be able to exit the cut. So let's cut it. Damage the merchandise. We'll just throw a little glue on there. No problem. Okay, a little tiny baby one. Got a little more going on than the base. We got some knots, and that's about it. All right, let's see what we got for some crotch here. I figure this is kind of what this is gonna be more of. Like, you got some fun crotch zone and then some like gnarly stuff. So we're starting to get into the crotch figure. We got the grain lines happening. We should start seeing the actual figure probably in like the next one or two, and those will start getting pretty awesome. But that's the first two. Let's go saw some more. I gotta warm up. Okay, we got a little cookie here. I don't know. It's concentric circles. That's all I got. This one's probably going to be just as boring. Yep. Okay, cool. Next ones. Ugh. Ugh. I should have like got a machine for this. All right, let's get this cookie thing out of here. Now we got some more kind of weird swirly grain stuff. What we got going on here? Anything good? I mean, it's wood. A little bit of figure on top of the bullseye thing, as you expect, but otherwise, that's about it that's going on there. That is like completely clear. That's quite nice. I mean, there's literally nothing else going on. Just clear white oak. That's it. Ugh. It's clear. I don't have anything to add. Some of you are going to like this episode a lot. Matt has nothing to say for once. He can shut his mouth. Hey, we got some burl. That's cool. And a pruning cut. Haha! Pruning cut. Got some burl. Some more little burl here. And a little bit of figure on top of the knot thing, and a little bit of burl down here too. Okay, this one's got some cool bits. That's just like a whole clear tabletop thing. Okay, big guy. Oh, that's cool. It's got some like little bug things there. So you got clear white oak with some fun little bug hole things. Now you can really see that pruning cut. That is so cool. I always love these, how the tree grows around and encapsulates all that. Got a little bark inclusion. So this is like a double limb crotch thing inside of here. This one was pruned off at some point. And then we got some more of those little burl things. Just some kind of fun, clear stuff up there. Okay then. Next. Okay, let's take a look at the last ones. These are a bit thicker, just because that's what I ended up with. So these are about 3 inches thick. Well, that's something significant as far as embedded metal goes. I don't know what that is. Okay, we got a magnet. No, not magnetic. Brad says bullet. It's hollow. Maybe like, could be like a cable, swedge. Brad's nodding. Cable swedge. Or a bullet. I don't know. All right, let's see if there's anything else like hiding in this stuff. I don't think I've ever found anything like soft metal like that. It's always like actual steel or something. Yeah, this is just the pith line, so you got all the original little limbs of the tree. And of course this has a big crack in it, so you start to see like this area here, where that crack is actually coming into the face of the board. This one's got the crack through the thickness down here. Last one here, this one's got some crotch figure. I'm pretty excited about that prospect. Oh yeah, this has actually got some like real significant crotch feather. Look at how big this thing is. It's just rippled and ridgy looking. That's a nice piece right there. And you got some ray fleck out here because we're quarter sawn, which is nice. So that was a fun little adventure thing here, getting outside for a bit. I'm not quite used to the cold yet. I'm not adjusted to it yet. So I'm freezing as I take off my gloves. I'm gonna go inside and warm up, but that was a nice bit of wood. We got some fun, weird thing. You tell me what you think that is right there, that bullet looking thing. And we got some crotch, we got some straight green for all the people that like that straight green stuff. I'm gonna go inside, goodbye, happy woodworking. Let me know if you have any questions on the Slab Master. Until next time, happy woodworking.